Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum to all of you guys. I hope you all are good. This is Noor and today the topic of our lecture is word time zone, standard and local time. So if any one of you is at the corner of the world and you want to know the time of the other corner of the world, so what is the thing you can use to know about the time? So word time zone, standard time is the best thing that you can use to know about that time. So it was the how it was introduced. So in 1878, Canadian Sir Sanford Fleming introduced this term and explained it, and that's how the convention was held in London, and the standard time for all the world was set at the time, and longitude, the prime meridian of the longitude is the thing is the thing that at 0 degree we use it as the standard time, standard and local time. So let's start. Time zone, any region of the globe throughout which the same standard time is used, is called time zone. Actually, in London, the convention was introduced and the word standard time was introduced, and it made it the standard time for all the world at the time, so that if anyone wants to know the time of any other area, he can. So the time zone is that same standard time which is used all over the world at the same time, at the same rate. So any region of the globe throughout which the same standard time is used is called as time zone. So, what is the history of time zones? Prior to the 19th century, time was a local phenomena where everyone any person can relate it to any other thing. They are not very concerned about it. They were not very sure about it. It was not exactly according to their mindset. So everyone was dealing it with their own perspectives. So it was just a local phenomena, but it was made a standard phenomena after the 19th century. Town clocks were set to solar noon, and everyone in town set their clocks watches to this time. So it was taken as a solar noon, sunlight. According to the sunlight there, they will convert their time and they will set their time according to the sunlight there. Railroads created a need for standardized time zones. Schedule based on local times were very confusing because whatever they have scheduled according to the sunlight time, it became very confused, it became very dizzy, that they found it very difficult to know about the time. So in 1878, a man came with a vision, and a man came with a new perspective, a new invention. That's how that standard time was introduced, and it was made for all over the world. In 1878, Canadian Sir Sanford Fleming proposed a system of wartime zones that became the system we use today. So it means that Canadian Sir Sanford Fleming was the very first person who came with this idea of word standard time, of word time zones that we are using today, and that is more acceptable than the solar noon the people used in the previous times. So here is a brief introduction about the world time zone, that while the world is divided into 24 time zones, and there has to be a place where there is a difference in days, and there should be a place where the day truly starts on the planet. Now these are just the myths according to this topic. There is not a reality. The first one is real, that is true, that the world is divided into 24 time zones, and then thus the 180-degree line of longitude, exactly 180-degree line of longitude now how do we know that line of longitude is 180 degree? So as we have talked in the previous video, that line of longitude is the longitude divides the prime meridian. The prime meridian divides the Earth into two equal parts, and in which 180-degree east plus 180-degree east minus 180-degree west is present. So the longitude, one side of longitude is 180-degree. So we say as like that, thus the 180-degree line of longitude exactly one halfway around the planet from Greenwich, England, and 0-degree longitude is approximately where the international date line is located. So here they are saying that Greenwich, what is the Greenwich line? Greenwich line is basically the prime meridian. It is also, the prime meridian is also called as Greenwich line, and it is present in England. Greenwich is located in England, and it is the second name of prime meridian. So we say that, like, consider it like this is Earth, this is the globe, this is the prime meridian or Greenwich line. So this is the prime meridian, this is the east side, this is the west side, and this is the 180-degree minus 180-degree west, and this is the plus 180-degree east. So now the 180-degree line of longitude exactly one halfway around the planet. This is the halfway. It is not the complete circle. It is the halfway of any planet, halfway around the planet from Greenwich. So here you can consider it. It is the halfway around the planet from Greenwich, and 0-degree longitude is approximately where the international date line is located. Here it is 180-degree. But if we consider at the back of the Earth, there is a international date line. So here the longitude will be 0. So that's how the line of longitude on the front side is 180-degree, but on the back side where there is international date line, it is 0-degree longitude. So let's move the International Conference in 1884 deemed that there would be a single universal day, and this would begin at mean midnight at Greenwich. So it was the conference about the conference that the one day would be a universal day about the world time zone, and that's all. So it will be referred as world time zone universal day, but it will be all only only celebrated at Greenwich because the conference was held in Greenwich in England, obviously. So here lies longitude and time. So when longitudinal lines converge to the pole, these are vertical. So these vertical lines decides the world time zone. So how? Let's see that the world rotates counterclockwise 360 degrees in 24 hours. As you know that the Earth completes its rotation in 24 hours. So if we say that 360 degrees are completed in 24 hours, so to find that in 24 hours if 360 degrees are completed, so how many degrees are completed per hour? So we conclude that 15 degrees are completed per hour. So the scientists have used this mechanism to understand it more conveniently, to make it easier for all the people out there, so that they get to know that after every 15 degree 1 hour is added on the east side, but on the opposite side, the west side, after every 15 degree 1 hour becomes less. So the world has 24 time zones here. That's how we consider that world has 24 time zones. each 15 degree apart, and there is a 1 hour time difference for every 15 degree of longitude. And if we say about latitude, so latitude has no concern about the time zone. Here you can see that this is the Greenwich meridian. This is also called as Greenwich line or the prime meridian. So on the east side you can see that it is written as add hours and it is written as subtract hours, in which, wait a little. So here, as you can see, here it is written as east and here it is written as west. As we have discussed earlier in the previous videos and in this video as well, that longitudinal lines specifies the position of east and west. So in longitude, the prime meridian is the line which dissects the earth into two main parts, that is east and west. So in east the hours are added and in west the hours are subtracted. How? That if we consider that on Greenwich line it is 0 degree, but as we move farther towards the east we will see that there is 15 degree, then comes 30, then comes 45, then comes 60, and so on. So in the previous slide we discussed that on every 15 degree 1 hour is added or 1 hour is subtracted. So as we'll move towards the east, so at 15 degree 1 hour will be added, as if we consider that at Greenwich line the time is 1 p.m. So at 15 degree the time will be 2 p.m. At 30 degree the time will be 3 p.m. At 45 degree the time will be 4 p.m. At 60 degree the time will be 5 p.m. So that's how you can know the time zones of any area which you want to know. Similarly, if we see about the west, so there is 15 degree, then comes 30, then 45, then 60, then 75, then 90, and so on to till the 180. So 0 to 180 degree, a total of 12 hours are added or 12 hours are subtracted, whatever you want to know. So these so that's how you can add hours and you can subtract hours to know about the time of any area. But as you move from east to west completely, means 180 degree, so international date line comes, and that's how the whole day converts, the whole day changes, and that's how the date, like if we say that it was 1st November on the prime meridian, on international date line on the very opposite side of prime meridian it will be 2nd November. So in the Greenwich line, in living in the longitude, the east and west side, the time will be added till the 180 degree, till the 12 hours change can come. But if we move from east to west completely 180 degree twist towards the international date line, the difference of completely 1 day will come, and the difference of date will come. That one, if there will be 1st November, so at the international date line it will be referred as 2nd November. So spin, quick check. If earth rotates 15 degree per hour, so how many degrees will earth have rotated after 3 hours? So that's for you, but the answer is 15 degree into 3 is equal to 45 degree. It means that after 45 degree 3 hours will be added. So word time zones, there are 25 integer word time zones from -12 through 0 to +12, from -12 to +12. Each one is 15 degree of longitude as measured east and west, as I have told you earlier that on each side, east or west, there will be 12 degrees. 12 degrees in which 12 hours will be added or 12 hours will be subtracted. So each one is 15 degree of longitude as measured east and west from the prime meridian of the world at Greenwich, England. Some countries have adopted non-standard time zones, usually 30 times offset, which have a designation. So some countries have non-standard time zones. So totally these are partial countries which have adopted non-standard time zones. So what is GMT, Greenwich Mean Time? GMT is an absolute time reference and does not change with the seasons. It is basically just a time reference which give you an idea that from here the time from here at this peak, at this point, at the 0 degree, the time at 45 degree will be this, or 180 degree will be that. So that is just a reference. It doesn't change with the seasons. London time is the same as Greenwich Mean Time less than half of the year because the conference was held there, so they must adopt the Greenwich Mean Time, obviously. So GMT was established in 1884 at the International Meridian Conference when it was decided to place the prime meridian at Greenwich, England. So that's just for some information. So to establish the time in any one place, we use the time zone located at the 0 degree longitude as reference. To establish the time in any one place, to establish the time, or if we want to know the time. So at Greenwich, at the 0 degree longitude, we will be able to know about the time. This line of longitude is called 0 degree meridian, Greenwich meridian, or prime meridian of the world. So that line of longitude which dissect the earth into two equal parts is called as 0 meridian or Greenwich meridian or prime meridian of the world. Time zones. Using the Greenwich meridian as a reference, a clock is set forward 1 hour for each time zone to the east and set back 1 hour for each time zone to the west. As you can see, GMT plus 0, that is 0 degree longitude, 0 degree meridian, and then GMT plus 1, it means Greenwich Mean Time plus 1 to the east and Greenwich Mean Time minus 1 to the west. The International Date Line, fixed arbitrary boundary on the earth in the Pacific Ocean where the calendar date advances. It means that as we move from the east to the International Date Line, as we change the side of the globe from the prime meridian to the International Date Line, as I have told you earlier, that where the calendar date advances, where if the date was 14 February at prime meridian, but it will be 15 February at International Date Line. So the International Date Line is an imaginary line which runs from the North Pole to the South Pole and is 180 degree away from the Greenwich meridian. So I have told you that if we move from 180 degree away from the Greenwich meridian, the International Date Line will come and the calendar date will advance. So latitude doesn't affect time zones, although some time zones are not exactly aligned. So latitude has no concern about the time zones. Although many time zones are not exactly aligned with longitude meridians, so you might encounter the edge of another time zone even if you were to travel north or south. What's the reason? So you have to find. These are just the quick quizzes. Very much if your house and the school were in different time zones, usually the boundaries are shifted a bit to run through areas that don't influence a large population. So these are just the quick quizzes that you must have to interpret. So looking down from the North Pole. If you're looking down from the North Pole, where must the sun be? That's your assignment. So let's see. If there's night, if there's night on the North Pole, there will be day at the South Pole. So the sun will be here at your degree. So I hope this lecture was very imperative and very helpful for all of you to understand the time zones and the world time zone, the geographical coordinates, and whatever you consider it. So I hope you will got it. And if you are confused, so be advanced. And if you have any type of query, so do your give your feedback on the comment sections. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.